why did I get another VSauce The Curiosity box? We got one here, and right off the bat, I want to say that this was sent to us from the people at Mail Science and VSauce to show to you. And you might be saying, well, you said you would never get another one. Why are you agreeing to do this? Well, it's because they did reach out to me after my last few videos where I was a little disappointed. Disappointed so much that I stopped buying them, because I had bought every VSauce The Curiosity box ever. And the last 3 or 4, especially at the merge with Mail Science, I had become disinterested in what was in the boxes. And so I just wanted to tell you that right now they did reach out to me, and I got on a call with one of the team members, and I was able to express some of my complaints. The box it's been a great series from the beginning. I loved it, but after the merge with Mail Science, there was, as the guy from Jurassic Park said, the box wasn't heavy, so it must not be valuable. This box is heavy. I have no idea what's in here. I did not look ahead. I haven't watched any of Michael's videos to get sneak peeks. That's one of the things I also would try not to do in the previous boxes, is to see what was going to be in the box. I like the surprise of it. Although I did follow Michael VSauce, and sometimes I would get spoiled. But so yeah, so again, this video, while it's not sponsored by VSauce, they did send me this box. So just full disclosure, I did not pay for this. This is only the second box that I have received one other box that they sent me for review, but that particular box I also had bought. So this will be the first fully I did not pay for it. And while I was on the call with them, I asked about Mail Science and more about that. And so they have sent me some of the Mail Science kits. Now, these are not for the adult audience. These are for school-age kids. And so they sent me some of these to try out. So I got to look up, research more about the cost of these, and see if that's something that is a good value. Which I just superficially looking, it seems to be this is more educational for kids and not as expensive as the Curiosity box, which is more for adults and other fans of science. So we're going to see what's in this box and see if they're going to be making some changes to the things. And as I go through it, I'll tell you some of the things that I shared that were my complaints, which if you've watched my other videos, you know what my complaints were. And I know some of those videos brought in people that don't normally watch my channel, and they may not have been aware that I had looked at every single box ever, and I've done a video on every single box ever, and I have loved most of those boxes. So that when I did have one that I was not happy about, people didn't like that. But I'm going to be honest, that's what I've always done. Even if I don't always say it the best way. But again, thank you to the VSauce team for sending me, and Mail Science for sending me this to look at. So that's enough talking about that. Some of you didn't come here to hear me talk about it, but yeah, you got that anyway. Let's get to the box. So one thing's for sure, they've always packaged these things nicely. I remember the very first box had a little hidden Easter egg thing where you need to open up and see ink. It was hidden inside the folds of the box. All right. Let's get all this wrapping off of here. So this one seems to open a little differently than the other boxes. Oh, look at that. It says limited edition. So, not sure about all that. Is this a VSauce puzzle box? There we go. Open it right there. Not sure which way I'm supposed to orient this. All right, let's go. Oh, okay. So, again, I'm doing this without having seen any pre-information. I think this is the card that will tell you, in this little booklet will tell you. All right, so one of the things I said is, one of the things that I liked in the previous boxes was that they had books in them, and hardback, high quality books. Oh my goodness, this is from the Minute guys. This is Minute Earth Explains. Is that the same guy that does Minute Physics? Another awesome channel. How did whales get so big? And other curious questions about animals, nature, geology, and planet Earth. This is, yeah. So, oh, Michael Stevens. I wonder who that is. So, okay. So this is one of the things that I wanted to see in the boxes was a book. They had taken the book away, and so I'm glad to see that back. And it seems to be another high quality hardcover book. And in the middle of the series, they had stopped putting the little booklet. And I remember one of the things I liked about the old booklet was that it showed like people from previous kits showing their pictures and sharing it on social media. So it looks like this is back. And this is, oh, this tells you, oh man, I'm sneaking a peek. I don't want to look. I don't want to see what's in here. All right, because I'll have to go back to it. Wait a minute. This is, what is this? Is that Kelvin? Oh, the beanie of infinite temperature. It's the color. That's what it is. So, yeah, as an object gets hot, its glow will be red, then yellow, then white, then blue. Eventually, however, no matter how much hotter the object gets, its color will stop changing. This beanie is that final color, the color of the hottest temperature. Oh, it's got this tape on it right there. The strongest tape in the world, ink tape. Oh, I can't get it out. I pushed it down in there. Now I can't get it. There we go. So that is the beanie of infinite temperature. So that brings in what the other thing that I didn't like is they took away the t-shirts. But again, if this is a substitute for the t-shirt, then so be it. This is they did socks in another one. I would have rather had the t-shirt than the socks. I can live with the beanie, but the t-shirts was one of the things I always liked about it. And again, you might be thinking, why a t-shirt? It's a science kit. T-shirts aren't all that important, and not everybody is into t-shirts. And that's one of the things I understand is that I can only represent what I care about, not what the vast majority of people care about. And you may disagree. You may like different things and don't care if they have the t-shirt. I did like the t-shirt, and there's another reason that I had stopped getting it. All right, we got some other stuff in here. This is, don't lose your place in a book. Arm yourself with these octopus bookmarks. Wait, it's a hammer. So we got some bookmarks. Bookmarks are not actually something that I use that often. I mean, I like, again, it's ironic, you know what I'm saying, I like books. But I don't usually use the bookmarks. But the next time I start, I got a Michael Crichton book I need to finish reading. I forgot where I finished. I got to just start the whole book over. But they got plenty of those for those that read lots of books. So what's this hammer for? Oh, could this open the lock? So we got a lock here. Oops, we locked the keys in the box. Man, that's just like George on Newhart. When he dropped the keys to the fire truck and into the drain that was, the fire truck was parked on top of it and he couldn't get the keys because you had to move the fire truck to get the keys. And so this one, we got a lock and the keys are inside the box. How do you do this? And I guess the hammer part of it. Very interesting. So, oops, we locked the keys in the box. Could the mallet open the lock? Oh, it's just a... So, this is one of those puzzles, I guess. I like this. This is a pretty neat thing to have in here. I'm afraid to do that, because then if I lock it, will I be able to take it off again? Oh, wait a minute. So I do that, so I can take that out. Oh, wait a minute, that wasn't that hard. So I guess there's, the trick is then to put the keys in the box and to lock the lock like that and get the keys out. This is easy. Huh, interesting. I got to read more on that one. All right, and wait, that's not in there. We got one more thing. It is the hourglass that contains 100 carats of diamonds. Ooh, uh-oh, and again, it's using the impossibly strong tape. It says fragile. Can't get it out. So that is the 100 carat diamond hourglass. Oh wow, is it an hourglass? That's interesting. So apparently I have the hourglass that makes time stand still. I was like, is there a trick to this? Like, where the diamonds have some property that makes them only drop occasionally. There it goes. You can see I'm not doing this. It's doing it itself. So this time is money. In this case, 100 carats of diamonds that measure out 1 minute. Okay, let's try this. They're very coarse, apparently. I thought, I only got a minute. We got all day with this timepiece. So my hourglass is apparently how do you get this defective? I got a defective hourglass. It doesn't. All right, it stops. It just stops. Let's see now. And that's it. So, like this. So you see it's locked. It's not the most secure lock in the world. I gave away the secret, sorry. Now let's see if the keys actually work. Yeah. The key works. Or the good old-fashioned hammer. Now am I confident enough to lock the keys in the box now? Of course the box is plastic. Let's see here. Oh. Uh-oh. The keys are locked in the... So the keys are locked in the box now. Can I do it? Yep. Not hard at all. They had a certificate of authenticity with the diamonds. Does this... I was like, does it match my shirt? So that's all that's in the kit. That's not in there. We got the book, the easily picked lock, the beanie of infinite temperature, the bookmarks, and the hourglass that occasionally works. So it's a step in the right direction. I still don't think this is as good as the early boxes that they did, but the quality of what's in here, it's good. I mean, well, except that this doesn't work. But it's a step in the right direction, I will say. Still, so better than some of the previous ones. And just judging from some of the comments I got on previous videos, people really did like the denary, the 10 different types of dice. That was an interesting thing. So that was a good quality thing that people did actually buy that box just to get that. So if you have a particular scientific experiment or knick-knack or whatever you call these little things, I think those would draw people. The diamond, well, and they say that this will look good under sunlight, and perhaps after I use it for a while, it'll start functioning. But if I keep talking until this thing goes all the way through, we're going to be here for a while. So the 100-carat glass of infinity to go with my infinite temperature hat or beanie. So yeah, I'm still not sold on this. I do appreciate the team at VSauce for sending this to me to show to you. And if these are the types of things that you like, you know, you're more than welcome to get this. And I do, even though you don't know necessarily what you get in the future, I preferred, when I was doing this, the subscription plan versus buying these just as an individual box. But then again, you got to know that you're going to like the stuff. And the early boxes, I did like everything pretty much that came in them. This is messing my hair up. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, thanks again, VSauce, for sending this to us. And this hourglass will eventually time out, but I'll be back with another video, and we will look at, we got 3 different male science kits that we're going to be looking at that they did send to us as well. And they only take 20 to 30 minutes to do, so some of these, so we will see. Anyway, thanks for watching. If this is something you like, let me know in the comments below. If you see things that you would like to see improvements on, also let me know that in the comments below. And I like t-shirts. I'm sorry. If you don't like t-shirts, let me know that too. Do you want more different types of clothing, like the beanies and the socks? Anyway, VSauce, thank you, and we will see you guys again soon. My head's hot.